We usually think of rules in a game as something that kind of boxes you in, right? But what if I told you that the right kind of structure could actually set your creativity free? Seriously, what if it was the key to making incredible stories without even trying? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
Oh man, we've all been there, right? The game master looks right at you, everyone at the table goes quiet, and you get hit with those four little words. So what do? Your mind just goes completely blank. It's like the ultimate deer in the headlights moment in gaming, and it can be super intimidating, especially if you're new to this.
So why does that happen? It's not because you're not creative. Nope. The real culprit here is something called cognitive load. It's basically all the mental stuff you're juggling at once. You're trying to remember the rules, keep track of your character's abilities, guess what the DM wants you to do. It's just a lot. All those little tasks pile up and totally get in the way of just, having fun and telling a cool story.
All right, so how do we fix that? How do we get rid of that panic? Well, it's all about having a game with your own built-in story engine.
And that brings us to this really cool idea called story physics. Think of it like this. It's a game engine that's engineered for fun. Instead of getting bogged down simulating every little detail like how wind affects an arrow, who cares, right? Story physics just focuses on what makes the story exciting. It's all about creating narrative tension and keeping the game moving fast, not grinding it to a halt.
Yeah, this is the whole idea right here. The goal is that the world's story and the game's rules just click together. They become one thing. You get this super fast, seamless experience where you're not constantly pausing to look something up. The rules just feel like part of the story.
Okay, so let's look at the first big piece of the story engine. It's what we'll call the hero's proven path.
This is called a hero goal sequence. And honestly, it is so simple but so powerful. It's just a little blueprint for one piece of the story. And if you think about it, pretty much every great scene in a movie or book follows this exact pattern. There's a beginning, a middle, some kind of obstacle, and then a big climax. That's it. It's a super simple but really effective way to structure any action. And hey, this isn't some new thing we just made up. This is the secret sauce that master storytellers have been using forever. I mean, you see this exact pattern in screenwriting structures from professors at UCLA. It's the core of Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, and it even lines up with how characters level up in Dungeons and Dragons. So when you use this, you're tapping into a formula that is proven to work.
So, a map is great, but you still need that little spark of inspiration, right? That's where our second tool comes in, rolling for your story. All right, let's talk about story dice. And this is really, really important. You got to understand what these are and what they're not. They are not hard mechanics. They're not strict rules that tell you exactly what you have to do. Think of them as creative prompts. They're just a little spark to get your own imagination going. They give you a theme and you get to run with it. So check this out. Here's how easy it is. For each part of that hero goal sequence we talked about, you just roll one little six-sided die. So let's just make one up. For the beginning, you roll a 3. That gives you empathy. Okay. For the middle, let's say a 6, so fear. For the obstacle, a 4, that's conflict. And for the climax, another 6, succeed. And just like that, boom, you've got the emotional roadmap for your scene. You start by showing empathy, then you're faced with fear, you overcome a conflict, and in the end, you succeed. The story practically tells itself.
So when you put these two things together, the hero goal sequence and the story dice, you get something amazing. You get to have fun at the speed of your imagination.
I mean, just look at the difference here. The old way, you're kind of just a spectator, right? You're stuck in these slow, turn-by-turn slogs, always waiting for the DM's permission. It just wears you out. But with this way, you get what we call directorial agency. It's super efficient, and the story structure is there to back you up, not to hold you back.
So, what is directorial agency? It's a fancy term for a simple idea. You have the freedom to be creative. You see a problem, you come up with a cool solution, and you just pick the best skills and abilities from your character sheet to make it happen. No more asking, can I try to do this? Nope, you just do it. The whole system is designed to reward you for thinking on your feet.
This is what's so cool about it. You stop being just a player and you become a narrative architect. Because it's all so fast, you often know if you're going to succeed before you even describe what you're doing. So instead of meekly saying, I guess I'll attack the dragon and hope for the best, you already know you hit. So you can just say, I vault onto the dragon's back and drive my blade deep between its scales. See? You're not just playing a game, you're directing a movie. So what's the bottom line here? The payoff is awesome. You have way less stuff to keep track of in your head, which means the game is faster and way more exciting. You feel like you're actually in control of your character's story.
And let's be real, when your brain isn't busy doing math, you have so much more energy for the best part of any game, all the hilarious shenanigans.
And really, this is the key to the whole thing. These tools, the hero goals and the story dice, they front-load all the hard mental work. All that tough stuff about story structure, it's already taken care of for you. It gives you this solid, authentic foundation so you can just focus on making cool choices.
So that really just leaves one big question, doesn't it? When all that friction is gone, when you're not bogged down by rules, and you have a system that's designed to help you, not hold you back, what kind of amazing stories are you going to tell?